We start with the highlights. Early, Dak Prescott makes a mistake. He and Dez Bryant not on the same page. I thought Dez actually ran a bad route there. Results in an interception. Oakland, though, does nothing. 3rd and 8. Dak Prescott under pressure. He'll throw it away. Take a look, though, at the replay here. This should have been a flag on the Raiders. There's clear helmet-to-helmet contact. A missed call there by the officials. Should have been roughing the passer. How do you feel about that one, Jason?
At least he wasn't clapping, Tom.
Yeah, Jason was not happy there either. So the Cowboys had to settle for a field goal. Dan Bailey from 45 yards had his issues last week. Drills it this time. Cowboys go up 3-0. Now it's the Raiders' turn on 3rd down. Derek Carr, Michael Crabtree, not on the same page.
That's the Raiders.
Yeah, it's kind of the theme of their season this year. I don't think Crabtree was quite ready. Carr threw it behind him. How about some James Hanna action? The backup tight end, back-to-back weeks with nice catches. A big gain there. That would help set the Cowboys up for this. They get down to the 1-yard line. Rod Smith plunges in from a yard out into the end zone for the score. Cowboys up 10-0. Second quarter now. Michael Crabtree catches it, gets the ball stripped, and Jeff Heath had it, Brett. He had it in his hands.
What is he doing? Just fall on the ball.
Trying to be the hero there. We'll talk more about Jeff Heath later on in the show. Hint, hint. Cowboys there do nothing there. So Oakland now, they did nothing on this drive thanks in part to this. Xavier Woods reads it. Can't make the tackle, but Kayvon Frazier does.
Frazier had a pretty good game.
He did. Jared Cook now here going to get the pass. 12 seconds. He makes the catch, touchdown, but wait a minute. Offensive pass interference. Take another look, and Brett, this is the right call.
This was, Tom, and it was a critical call, too, because Raiders had themselves a touchdown.
Yeah. Sean Lee still almost ended up picking it off, by the way. Almost recovered in time, so no touchdown. Raiders forced to settle for the field goal from 39 yards. Giorgio Tavecchio misses it wide left, no good. 10-0 is your score entering the second half. Cordero Patterson now. Apparently, Brett, no one wanted to tackle him on this kick return. Breaks a bunch of tackles, and he's off to the races. Touchdown, Raiders. What a way to start the half.
Fortunately, there was a penalty.
Yeah, not so much. Holding, kind of an obvious call right there. Damian Wilson gets basically tackled there. So it comes back. The Raiders, though,
penalties in this game,
wouldn't quit. 3rd and 6, under some pressure. Derek Carr tucks and runs, and I don't know where the left side of the defense went. But Derek Carr picks up a huge gain, easy first down. Then Marshawn Lynch on the toss play has a nice block, gets it inside the 5-yard line, and that leads to Derek Carr to Michael Crabtree. Jump ball fade, he beats Aluzier. Touchdown Raiders, 10-7. And then a big mistake by Dak Prescott. Pressure coming, he gets hit on the arm, picked off by Sean Smith, and then he runs it all the way back into the end zone. Touchdown Raiders, he gets hit hard by Dak. Yet and again, though, Brett, Raiders touchdown comes off the board. Cole Beasley tapped him down. Raiders had to settle for a field goal there, actually. So the Raiders there aren't able to do much there. Big play by Cole Beasley just to get that hand on him. Very clearly knee down. No touchdown. Tavecchio now will redeem himself from 39. Not pretty, but it's still good. Cowboys then do nothing on their next drive. 4th and 11. Chris Jones standing at his own 5-yard line, and he tucks and runs. And the 4th and 11 fake works, and he gets the first down. A gutty play call.
Tom.
Gutty as hell. It worked there.
Gutsy.
Hey, Chris Jones, one of the Cowboys' best rushers, I guess, in this game in particular. But Tyron Smith, though, he leaves the game. By the way, nothing more Dallas than what I assume is a medical personnel guy wearing a Cowboy hat
Love
on
it.
the sideline. So Tyron Smith leaves, would not return. 1st and 20 now. How about a Dez Bryant sighting? He makes 2 guys miss, nearly gets the first down on 1st and 20. A huge pivot to kind of keep that drive moving. Then 2nd and goal, Dak, really all day, no one is open, decides to tuck and run into the end zone. 17-10. Cowboys now lead. The Raiders, though, would respond. Michael Crabtree, once again, he was coming in motion, gets open, touchdown Raiders. We are tied up at 17.
Raiders run that little out play so well.
About 5 minutes ago, 4th and 1, the Cowboys go for it. Dak, did he get it or not?
Play of the game here, Tom. Player of the game is a piece of paper.
So we don't know where the first down marker is. The refs don't know. Marshawn Lynch and the Cowboys are all trying to figure out. The ref pulls out a piece of paper, and it's a first down. Welcome to
Tessitore, what are you doing?
Welcome to 2017 in the NFL. Pieces of paper now determine what a first down is. 2nd and 8 now, just a few plays later. Dak to Dez. How about Dez going up and making this play?
What a play.
Huge moment there for Dez Bryant to go up and single coverage against Sean Smith to reel that in. Cowboys, though, 3rd and goal. Alfred Morris doesn't get it. So Raiders call their timeout. Cowboys now forced to settle for the field goal. Dan Bailey from 19. Easy peasy, right down the center. Cowboys up 20-17. 3rd and 10, Derek Carr to Anthony Brown. He drops it. Had the game in his hands, taking a look right in his hands. It's like Carr threw it to him.
I think you meant to Seth Roberts.
No, I meant to Anthony Brown. Derek Carr forgot what he was playing for. And then on 4th and 10, Derek Carr just going to chuck one up deep downfield to Michael Crabtree. And it's pass interference. The longest penalty of the NFL year, 55 yards. 3rd and 3 now. The Raiders trying to win it. Derek Carr under pressure. He's going to tuck and run. He's going to leap. Fumble. The ball comes out. And they're going to have to review it. Jeff Heath knocks it loose. By NFL rule, it's a touchback. And the Dallas Cowboys win. Hello, friends, and welcome into the Cowboys Report presented by The Guild. I am Tom Downey, producer Brett Scott behind the scenes and on the mic. Today's show is brought to you by The Guild. If you're taking a trip to Austin, and you absolutely should, you got to stay with The Guild, a new concept in luxury hospitality based in Austin, Texas. Think of it as luxury lodging at the best residential buildings in Austin, kind of like a classier Airbnb. Comes with virtual concierge. Visit stayguild.com. Promo code CHATSPORTS for 15% off your stay. We'll show the highlights again here in a little bit. But first, guys, what's your instant reaction to tonight's win? Producer Brett Scott behind the scenes can get some comments flowing as well. Brett, that is one of the crazier games I've seen all year. I think it might have actually topped Patriots-Steelers from earlier today.
I don't know about that, Tom, because these were two teams that are battling for their playoff lives. And both teams kind of looked like they didn't really want to be in the playoffs. But the Cowboys got a win.
At times. Look, a win is a win. The Cowboys got what they needed in this one. Definitely some room for improvement, I think, especially on offense. But the defense stepped up when they needed to. Brett, I don't think I can say a bad thing about Jeff Heath next week or maybe the rest of the season.
No, Jeff Heath had a couple of very critical plays in this game, even though I don't really know who had that many critical plays outside of Chris Jones.
Chris Jones, great 4th down punt, or fake punt, I should say. Anthony Brown, we would have been having a lot of bad words for Anthony Brown had the Cowboys lost that game. Got to catch that pass. Jordan Lewis with the pass interference. But in the end, the Cowboys find a way to win in truly thrilling fashion, Brett. This is going to be a classic game the Cowboys won't forget in the near future. Let's take a look now kind of going forward. The playoff picture, this is essential, Brett. Cowboys are not going to catch the Eagles in the East. That's just the Eagles have already clinched, as you can see here on your screen, those of you watching on Facebook. They are, though, still in the mix for the wild card hunt. And frankly, Brett, today went about as perfectly as it could have gone for the Dallas Cowboys. The Panthers, they won their game against the Packers, which is more or less eliminated Green Bay. Still technically alive, but the odds are minuscule right now for Green Bay to get in. Falcons, of course, have not played yet. The Lions did win. That was frankly kind of expected. Seattle lost to the Rams. And now the Cowboys, especially if the Falcons lose, they could be in a 4-way tie for that last wild card spot. Now they do remain behind the Lions and Seattle as things stand. Detroit is ahead of Seattle based on conference record. The Cowboys, though, next week, Brett, in a critical game for both those teams, play Seattle in what more or less is an elimination playoff game.
The Cowboys get their chance against Seattle next week. The key is the Falcons right now. If the Cowboys can't beat the Seahawks, they don't deserve to be in the playoffs anyway, and they won't be in the playoffs. But the key helper is Atlanta losing. Atlanta must lose 2 games out of their next 3. Detroit needs to lose 1 as well.
Detroit's schedule is very easy. They play the Packers and the Bengals, I believe. The Cowboys, the Falcons, go on the road against Tampa Bay. I think they're going to win that game. The good news is for the Cowboys. The Falcons played the Saints and the Panthers. 2 very losable games. And frankly, you kind of want the Panthers to still have something to play for. So you want the Saints to find ways to win, you want the Panthers to find ways to win, and keep alive their hopes at least to get the NFC South and have them still continue to play for something. But that is where we stand right now with the NFC playoff picture. The Cowboys, somehow, Brett, they're still alive.
They kept it alive for another week. You got to keep winning games if you want to stay in this playoff picture.
Hey, it doesn't have to always be pretty, but a win is a win, and that's what we saw tonight. Let's take you through the highlights here again for those of you just joining us. We start in the first half, and things not good for Dallas early. Dez and Dak not on the same page. Brett, I kind of think Dez ran a shallow route here.
Rough game for Dak and Dez, frankly.
Kind of off on the same page throughout the one here. Dak on third down doesn't get the first down. Does throw it away. Brett, we've seen this with mobile quarterbacks of late. They don't get the same calls that Tom Brady does or a less mobile quarterback. Head-to-head contact. That should have been a penalty. Should have been on that first down. Wasn't called. We've seen that many times. Jason Garrett was not happy. Yeah, everyone can read lips at home.
Did you read his lips?
I definitely did there. So Dan Bailey now from 45. Issues last week. None today. Drills that one. Cowboys go up 3-0. Raiders now, they're on third down. Michael Crabtree, Derek Carr not on the same page. I kind of don't think Crabtree was ready, and Carr threw it a little bit behind him. So a big mistake there. James Hanna now, he's been pretty good as of late, Fred. Here he steps up big here with a nice catch in open space. Big conversion there for the Cowboys to get the first down. That leads to this Rod Smith right up the gut for the score.
I'm thinking the Cowboys are going to go blow out the Raiders here. Hey, Raiders looked bad early on. Cowboys got to a 10-0 lead.
10-0.
The game kind of flipped.
Hey, maybe had this play been recovered by Jeff Heath, Chidobe Awuzie strips it out of Michael Crabtree's hands. Great play by the rookie. Jeff Heath tries to scoop and score. Can't quite pull it off, though. So now it's still 10-0. The Raiders, though, did nothing on this drive. Xavier Woods reads the play, gets a hand on Patterson, and then Kayvon Frazier blows it up in the backfield. 14 seconds now in the half. Derek Carr, 1st and 10. Finds Jared Cook. Touchdown Raiders. But you see the flag come out. It's offensive pass interference. We'll give you another look here. Very clearly offensive PI. Sean Lee gets shoved away. Cam Neer picks it off anyway. So the Raiders there get nothing on that touchdown there that's taken off the board. First of many times actually in this game. And then Giorgio Tavecchio misses the field goal. So we go into halftime, Brett. The Cowboys up 10-0.
I mean, you had to feel really good getting out of the half with that 10-0 lead.
Once again, folks, I am Tom Downey. Follow me on Twitter at WhatGoingDowney. Those were your first half highlights. We'll get now to the second half, and this one was a doozy. We start with the opening kickoff. Cordarrelle Patterson, an issue all night long, Brett. The Cowboys special teams did not tackle very well. Patterson runs it all the way back for a score, but it's not gonna stand. The Cowboys the Raiders get flagged for a penalty. Damian Wilson gets tackled, and the Raiders end up with the ball at their own 10-yard line. Though they make a good drive out of this one, Derek Carr, plenty of space. He tucks and runs, and he gets the first down. Brett, the left side of the field, just not there. Just not there whatsoever. Raiders now with the ball. Marshawn Lynch, the toss play, gets the first down and a little bit more. Taken down inside the 5-yard line, and that leads to this. Michael Crabtree in the end zone beats Awuzie. Tough man-to-man coverage there. Raiders on the board at 10-7. Then the Cowboys, a big mistake. Dak Prescott gets pressured, tipped as the ball goes in the air. Sean Smith with the interception, gets up, and kind of showboats his way into the end zone. Touchdown Raiders.
You know, nice play by Cole Beasley to get a hand on him here.
Yeah, because it doesn't count. Sean Smith, for the second time in this game, or third time, excuse me, a Raiders touchdown comes off the board. Cole Beasley, this is the best angle, just gets a hand on him. No touchdown. Raiders are actually forced to settle for a field goal, and Tavecchio, who missed the earlier one, which ended up being a huge point in this game, makes that one 10-10. And it was not pretty. Cowboys now, they run the fake punt on 4th and 11, backed up, and Chris Jones gets it 24 yards, first down Dallas.
Here's the key though, Comp. They go and score a touchdown.
Yeah.
If you do this and you still end up punting, doesn't matter.
Yep. Tyron Smith, though, would leave the game, would not return on that 4th down punt. I don't know what the issue is. It looked like knee, ankle.
It was a knee injury.
His back didn't look right to me either in this game. Dak Prescott now. Hey, look at Dez Bryant sighting on 1st and 20. Dez almost gets the first down. Good to see Dez show up there. And then Dak now, all day in the pocket, tucks and runs. He gets into the end zone for the score. Touchdown Cowboys, 17-10, but Crabtree and Carr connect again with about 10:40 to play. Derek Carr to Crabtree, touchdown. Raiders were all tied up at 17. Big moment now, just over 5 to go, 4th and 1. Dak on the quarterback sneak. Not a great spot to begin with, Brett. You and I both thought that. The refs trying to see if he got it. Remember, it's not actually the pole, it's the last chain link. So what they do, they bring out a damn piece of paper to measure the first down.
Why did they even need to measure it? It was the line. The ball was on the line. It's a first down.
So the Raiders don't stop the Cowboys. The Cowboys have the first down. We're now with pieces of paper measuring first down markers. And then a few plays later.
You don't need a laser.
Dak to Dez, a huge gain just outside the 5-yard line. A big moment for Dez, who stepped up right there when they needed him. Not a great game though for Dez overall. Dak Prescott now hands up to Alfred Morris. 3rd and goal. He can't get it. He's stopped short. Raiders call timeout. Out comes Dan Bailey. Cleared from concussion protocol early in this one. Drills it from 19 yards. Cowboys up 20-17. 3rd and 10. Derek Carr. Almost picked off by Anthony Brown right in his hands. Anthony Brown can't believe it. You got to catch that ball. Maybe that's why he plays corner and not receiver.
So many layers to this game.
4th and 10 now. Derek Carr flushed out. Is going to chuck one up deep downfield to Michael Crabtree, but Jordan Lewis interferes with him. 55-yard penalty, the longest of the NFL season. 3rd and 3. Derek Carr escapes a sack. Going to try and get it all by himself. He leaps. The ball comes loose. It's a touchback in the end zone. Jeff Heath knocks it loose. The ball is out, and the Cowboys escape 20-17. What a finish, Brett.
Oh, man, this game had so many layers, so many plays at the end. Who wanted to win this game? And the Cowboys actually won the game.
I guess Jeff Heath wanted to win that game in the end. All right, folks.
Man.
Who was the man in this one for the Dallas Cowboys? Throw up a heart if it is Jeff Heath. A wow face for the folded piece of paper. The laughing face for Dak Prescott. And the thumbs up for one Chris Jones. Who you going with, Brett?
It's got to be the folded piece.
There it is. It is absolutely the folded piece of paper.
Let's talk about this for a second. It is 2017. We aren't using lasers on the field, so we need a piece of paper?
Well, you get a nice folded edge so you know exactly where the ball is relative to the chain link. So I see a lot of votes for Jeff Heath coming in, which I totally understand. I am going with the folded piece of paper, though, Brett. That is the real MVP of this game, because if the Cowboys don't get that first down, the Raiders win.
I mean, what's Gene Tessitore doing? Like, he really needed the piece of paper? You could tell that So, for starters, the ball was on the line. The 40-yard line was the yard to gain.
Yeah.
You didn't even need to measure.
Yeah. Hey, I don't care, man. We have a new meme, folks, the folded piece of paper, and now the votes are coming in for that. Jeff Heath, it's really kind of Brett between Jeff Heath and the folded piece of paper. Like, who else are the options there? Dak was not very good. Chris Jones had the great 4th down conversion, but what does that actually mean in the end?
Well, they did score a touchdown out of it.
They did. That was a huge play there. They drove that guy. I see some comments flowing in for the paper and for Jeff Heath, but what a wacky and crazy game we saw tonight, Brett. It's just unbelievable.
Hey, and in the end, the Cowboys found a way to win, found a way to keep their playoff hopes alive.
I saw someone call that a paper-thin win, and I think that is the best way to describe that game, and I'm kind of upset I didn't think of that beforehand. So the Cowboys Twitter account, by the way, folks, agrees with us. The player of the game is the piece of paper. They tweeted that out. I thought that was pretty funny. The Cowboys social media group, very good. Here is a very, very close-up shot of the folded piece of paper. Now, Brett, the goal you have to reach here is actually not the pole itself. It's the last chain link. And you see the folded piece of paper touching the football, kind of bending it in just a little bit. First down, Cowboys.
So is it a chain
welcome to
link
Welcome to 2017, folks. It's that last little chain. He's got to reach the very front of it.
You know, people give baseball a hard time for not going to replay or video umpiring. Tell me why there can't be a little chip in the ball and tell me where the first down line is.
I have no good answer for you, Brett, but all I know is football is literally no longer a gain of inches. It is a game of centimeters.
No.
Millimeters.
Thank you. Millimeters. The Raiders not happy that the piece of paper was folded.
Well, I mean, yeah, of course you're going to fold it. It gets you a nice creased edge to see it. It's actually not a normal piece of paper. You can kind of see some lettering in there. I think that's some kind of notes that he's been taking or some kind of notebook for himself. But yeah, welcome to 2017, folks, where we use folded pieces of paper to determine what a first down marker is.
Worked out for the Cowboys. We'll take it, right, Tom?
Absolutely. Once again, folks, I'm Tom Downey. Follow me on Twitter at WhatGoingDowney. The disembodied voice you see is Brett Scott behind the scenes. A crazy, crazy finish here for the Dallas Cowboys, folks. That will do it for us today. If you guys missed anything, we're going to play the show over again here with highlights, plus a look at that playoff picture, so don't go anywhere. But for producer Brett, I'm Tom Downey. You guys stay classy out there.